What is good, people? It's Revival of Wisdom. Today we're going to be talking about Saturn. I've done this video in the past. However, this video is going to contain a lot more in-depth explanation of Saturn. So the 33rd degree Mason, Manly P. Hall, said, Saturn is the key to crystallization, physical matter. Light is matter, matter is light. They are interchangeable. Low vibrating light turns into matter, high vibrating matter turns into light. And Saturn is the god of this world, this physical world. He crystallizes light into matter. This is symbolized as the Masonic checkerboard, matter and spirit, matter and light, light and matter. He's also the god of time, destruction, justice. He creates and destroys, because all things in time die. He creates and destroys you. So, because we live in this physical world, which is the electric world, this is why we say electricity, because it comes from the root word of El, Saturn. They used to call Saturn El, E-L. This is why we used to say Elohim is God. The real God of this world is Saturn, but it's being hid. This is being hid. Jesus is Saturn. All of this is Saturn. It's all Saturn worship. It's the real God of this world, So, physical matter is a result of two opposing forces equalized on the plane of inertia, because everything is created out of electromagnetic toroidal fields. And these two poles equalize on the plane of inertia, which gives you planet Earth, plane of inertia. The plane of inertia is what Saturn is. It's the ring around the center of the plane of inertia. Thank you to Walter Russell saying, physical matter is a result of two opposing forces on the plane of inertia. This is what Walter Russell says, so please check out his work. He's got many books, many books on light and electromagnetism and stuff like that. So I advise you to check him out. So the torus field gives you the binary code 0 and 1, the female vagina and the male phallus. This is the code for this world. Saturn crystallizes physical matter. Now Saturn is the most outermost layer of the 7 layers of heaven, where it says in the Quran, it says, Allah, it is He who created the 7 layers of heaven. Saturn is the outermost layer. He's the top. He's the most high. So when we say the most high, we're referring to Saturn. He's the most high before the firmament, before the stars. So Saturn is the god of this world. He's the Lord of the Rings. He wears the crown. The crown is the rings. Crown, Kronos. So the planets are luminaries. They are lights. They are beings. They are energy, conscious energy. And we're in the heart of the solar system. Saturn is the outermost layer. He is the one of this world. He's the god of this world. Now, on the North Pole of Saturn, you have the hexagon. Add up all the sides. It creates the 6-pointed star. Or it can be created as a cube. The cube is very important. The 6-pointed star is very important. 6.6 triangles, 6 side, 6, 6, 6. Black cube adds up to 6 in gematria. Now, what did I say in the beginning? Saturn crystallizes the physical world. He creates physical things out of light. You are a light being. This is why we say human. Hue means the light spectrum. Hue, man, we are light manifested into physical forms. Human. And we are incarnated through Saturn. Satan, same thing. The number of the beast is 666, and the 666 comes from the 6.6 triangle, 6 sides of Saturn, 666. We are all known as carbon-based life forms. Carbon, the atomic structure of carbon, is 666, 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. We are materialized into our physical bodies through Saturn, through the number of the beast. These bodies are the beast, it's the animal. The divine, the Christ, is the consciousness within, because you're a physical, spiritual being combined into one, hexed into one. Hexagram. This is a hexagram. You're hexed into physical matter, spirit and matter, light and dark, combined into one. Now you contain of the mark of the beast, the mark of your body. Your body's the beast. It says in the Bible, Satan, who is the god of this world. This world. There are many different worlds, but this world is run by Saturn, and it says that in the Bible. Saturn is Satan. It's the same thing. And look at the crown of thorns wrapped around the heart. The soul is in the heart. The mind is in the brain. The soul is wrapped around the rings of Saturn. You're wrapped in physical matter. This is what it's showing you. This is symbolizing the rings of Saturn wrapping you. And the cross on top is the cross of the cube. The cube, the black cube of Saturn, unfolds into a cross. So Satan, who is the god of this world, Corinthians 4:4 in the Bible, Satan, who is the god of this world, has blinded the minds of those who don't believe. Saturn blinds your mind because the god of this world materializes you, and he blinds your mind when you incarnate into physical matter. When you enter this soul system, not the solar system, you hit Saturn first. He materializes you. And look at the symbol for Saturn. This is the symbol for Saturn. All of the planet symbols are created out of the Holy Trinity. The earth, moon, and sun. Body, mind, and soul. The sun is your soul, the moon is your mind, the earth is your body. Your body's made out of the 5 elements. The sun is your soul because the sun is life force. Gives life to everything. Your sun is a soul. Your soul is the sun of your body. The moon is the mind. The moon is the moon of your body, the mind of your body. Intelligence. So all of the symbol of the planets are created out of these. The Saturn symbol is created out of the Earth cross, matter, and the moon crescent, moon, mind, matter over mind. This is why Satan, who is the god of this world, has blinded the minds of those who don't believe. He blinds your mind. Look at the symbol, it's showing you. The Saturn symbol is matter over mind when it should be mind over matter. So we descend into a soul system, into our 666 Saturn carbon suit bodies, and we are matter over mind. Then we have to move up the spine to go back up to spirit, to mind over matter, where you manipulate your own reality. Now look at this. It creates the number 5. 5 is the number of change. You're moving from this side of the number sequence over to the right side. You're moving from the spiritual into the physical world. You're incarnating into the 5 elements, the 5 senses. So the cube, the black cube of Saturn, is another major symbol. Very important symbol. Here you see the cube, and the color black is associated with Saturn because Saturn's associated with death. He creates and destroys. Light and dark. Death is associated with black, spirit, because you can't see spirit, which is blackness. So the black cube is black because Saturn rules the nighttime, which is dark, blackness, and he rules the winter, which is death, blackness. So Saturn is the black cube. Cubes have 6 sides: up, down, right, left, back, and forward. Cubes are 6-sided. Everything is 6-sided inside of this creation because you're incarnating, you're materializing, crystallizing into the cube, the world of the cube. Everything's a cube. Everything's got 6 sides. Here's Leonardo da Vinci showing you that you're in the cube. Leonardo da Vinci did this famous painting. You're in the cube, you're hexed into physical matter. We're incarnated into the third dimension, the three-dimensional world, which is a cube, 3D. And black cube adds up to six sides of the black cube. The Kabbalah means cube god in Arabic. And look at what they do. They worship the cube, the black cube, and they stand in rings like the rings of Saturn. Australia, Denmark, Manhattan, Santana all have these black cubes. You go to New York, you will see the black cube there as well. These black cubes are everywhere because it is the real God of this world, So look at the cross. The cross unfolds into the cube. Xbox, Nintendo GameCube, Sega Saturn, anything to do with a simulated gaming reality, they put Saturn in it because we're in the simulation of Saturn. This is a simulation. And this is why they reflect this through the Xbox, GameCube, Sega Saturn, anything to do with gaming, simulations, is all Saturn. Because we're in the cube of Saturn, the black cube. We're in the GameCube, the Xbox, the Sega Saturn. As above, so below. So they reflect it through the simulations that they create inside of this simulation. Cubes have 8 points for the 8 points of time and space. 8 is the number of time. Everything's cycling, infinity. So look at the cube. The cube is symbolized as in Judaism. The Judees have the black cube. They wrap themselves in a black band and they cover their eyes into blackness. The black cube for the black cube of Saturn. They use the star of Saturn and they worship their god on Saturn Day because it's all Saturn worship. Look how the Saturn god is wrapped around with these thorns or leaves, just like Jesus is wrapped around his heart. And Jesus on the cross is us on the cross. We are in the cross. We are in the cube. The cross is the cube. And the cross is even in the Saturn symbol. This is another symbol for Saturn. There's two symbols. You got this one, the one I've just broke down. And there's this one. This is the cross of Saturn, the cube god, the simulation, the game cube. Now, Chronos is another word for Saturn. Chronos means time. When you clock into work, you go to the Chronos machine. Well, I did anyway. And I'd tap my card on the Chronos because Chronos is time. Anything to do with time is Saturn. He creates and destroys. Look at the artwork of Saturn with the sand, the time. Look at this, how he's cutting off the baby's wings. He's crystallizing the spirit into matter. He's cutting off your wings. Satan, in the Bible, he falls from heaven into earth and he loses his wings. He becomes a serpent. You see that's it's all symbolic for us. We are the fallen angels, fallen angles of light. We're fallen angles of light. We are light beings. Now we're fallen into physical matter. Saturn's chopped off our wings. He's chopped off our spirit wings because when you astral project, you can fly. You will fly around. He's got the Reaper staff here, always depicted with the Reaper staff. Now look at the clock. Saturn Day is the 6th day, the number of the beast, 666. Look at the clock. 6 take away 12. Sorry, 12 take away 6 equals 6. 7 take away 1 equals 6. 8 take away 2 equals 6. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day, 2 plus 4 equals 6. That's 666. Everything's 666 because it's time. Saturn all goes to Saturn. He's the god of time. We're in time now. We're in time. We're in the time, which is God, the god of this world, the god of time. Now look at this. The Reaper is also depicted as the Reaper with the staff, the black cloak, black symbolizing death, spirit, Judges wear black because Saturn is the law. He's the god of this world. He's the law. This is why they wear black cloaks. When you graduate from university, you wear a black cloak and a black cube on your head. You've been hexed. Funerals, you wear black because it's all to do with Saturn, Father Time, Father Crystallization. Now, Saturn, here's another one of him cutting off the wings of a child because he cuts off the wings. He creates and destroys your body. We're in the electrical world. Everything that is electrical vibrates. All vibrations have to come back to a standstill point, which is death. This is why your body dies. Your atoms stop vibrating. Corona. Look at the crown. The crown is the corona. Corona means crown. And look at this is an alcohol brand for beer. You can see the staff of Saturn in the symbol with the moon crescent. Corona, which is the crown, Saturn, the crown on Saturn, the rings. And then you've got the staff. It's all Saturn worship. Is the black cubes of 9/11. Two black cubes. This was a ritual for Saturn. It's all ritualistic. And look at the Star of David, the Star of Saturn. It's not the Star of David. Creates IXXI, the sigil of Saturn. IXXI means 9/11 in Roman numerals. 9/11. It's all a ritual for Saturn, and they have the two black cubes of Saturn. Now look, XX. There's more symbolism of Saturn now. We're going deeper. XX is more symbolism for Saturn. The sigil of Saturn is XX. As above, so below. Same with the Star of David. You split it in the middle, as above, so below. As above, so below. XX. This is a Knights Templar Cross of Lorraine. XX. Knights Templar, high order of Masonry. They all worship Saturn. Well, Saturn's the real god of this world. X Eon with the XX. XXL magazines, which is all to do with famous rappers and stuff like that. When you die, you put XX on the eyes because it's Saturn. He's the Reaper. Is Jesus with the XX crown with the thorns around his heart, around his soul, with the cube on the top, the cross cube. Lucifer with the XX Cross of Lorraine. Jay-Z with his alcohol brand, XX Cross of Lorraine. The X Factor with the rings of Saturn. All Saturn worship. The seal of Melchizedek is also Saturn. This is the cube. This symbolizes the cube with the 8 points for the 8 points of space and time. And this is the cube. It's another ancient symbol for Saturn. Here you see the star of Saturn with the Melchizedek symbol around it, which is all to do with Saturn. Here you see an altar, the Holy Grail, the Melchizedek symbol on it, and they're worshipping it. This is why we wear rings, wedding rings for the rings of Saturn. It all goes back to Saturn. Earrings. The 8-pointed star of the ancient Sumerians is all Saturn. It's all Saturn. So the ancients, the symbols of Saturn goes on forever. It's in all of the major corporations. You can see it everywhere, the rings of Saturn. Toyota is an obvious one. Internet, Nike, Target, Sega, Saturn. It's all Saturn worship. All Saturn worship. Because he is the real god of this world. Here's Kanye West's album with a Saturn here. Here's Michael Jackson's album saying X escape. There's the X again. The X escape. You have to escape this reality. Maybe that's what he's pointing at. Here you see it on the dollar bill, the star of Saturn. Here you see it again on the dollar bill. So that is it for today's people. I hope you all gain some insight on Saturn. Please like, comment, and share if you can. Subscribe if you like the channel. Please have an amazing day. God bless.